server with millions of players, how do a handful of them become immortal? On a server like 2b2t, becoming a legend isn't about being the best player, it's about leaving a mark and change in the community that will never be forgotten. Players who become legendary on 2b2t aren't known for their extreme skill, instead they're known for being notorious, being a historian, or surviving for decades. Compared to many other servers and games, on 2b2t, most of the legendary players aren't considered heroes of the server. The criteria for a legend on 2b generally consists of the influence they held on the server, the discoveries they made, and the storytelling they produced. Compare this to other servers where legends are PvP prodigies or leaders of communities. In 2b, a legend is defined much differently. A legend on 2b2t isn't always respected, but instead remembered, even if they were known for destructive causes. A common misconception is that all 2b2t legends were heroes that changed the server for good, but many of them did the opposite. A great example of this is Popbob. Even if you're not in the 2b2t community, you've most likely heard of her. She joined in early 2011 from browsing on 4chan and quickly became one of the most notorious players on 2b2t. In 2011, she managed to backdoor the server twice, meaning within just 1 year, she was able to reportedly gain admin level access through a backdoor in the server. This led to the creation of a variety of illegal items such as bedrock and end portal frames. Popbob wasn't only notorious for her backdoors, but also from the extensive amount of griefing she managed to do in her time on the server. Popbob griefed dozens of iconic bases in the 9 years she was active. These included Asgard 2, Camtown, and the 1111 Jupe Stash. Popbob also became legendary through the myths that were passed around about her. Many stories of the griefs and backdoors were exaggerated by historians such as FitMC, and this immensely impacted her status and notoriety on the server. Now, on the other side we have FitMC. I'm sure 90% of you have heard of him, and that's for a very good reason. Fit has been on the server since 2013, and is one of the main reasons why 2b2t is as popular as it is today. Posting history and let's play type videos for over 10 years has cemented him as one of the legends of 2b2t. Fit rose to popularity in mid-2016 when the Russia war was in full effect. He was the main leader of the hashtag Team Veteran Team, fighting against the Russians from the Camping Russians video. After the war ended on October 9th, 2016, he shifted his content away from Let's Play style videos and instead towards mini documentaries where he covered topics to do with the history of the server. In May of 2020, Fit reached 1 million subscribers, and as of 2026, he is currently sitting at 2.46 million subscribers, truly cementing him as the face of 2b2t on YouTube and a main reason 2b2t ever became famous in the first place. Jared2013 is one of the most unique players on 2b2t. He is still currently active and joined way back in February 2013, making him one of the longest standing players on the server. While countless players, groups and communities have come and gone over the years, Jared has remained active through nearly every era of 2b2t's history. He wasn't only legendary for his longevity on the server, but also for his massive list of griefs. He has griefed over 500 iconic 2b2t bases, including both Imperator's bases, Space Valkyria 1, 2 and 3, as well as hundreds of other famous builds. Over the years, his name became closely associated with the destruction of some of the server's most well-known landmarks, making him one of the most feared griefers in 2b2t history. He wasn't only known for griefing though, but also for his long list of doxes. As of right now, Jared has doxed over 250 people, truly showing that 2b2t can have severe negative impacts on someone's life both inside and outside the game. Whether for his longevity, griefing, or controversial actions, Jared2013 has undoubtedly cemented himself as one of the most infamous and legendary players in 2b2t history. The builders on 2b2t are a large part of what makes the server special, and arguably have one of the hardest jobs on the server. Builders not only have to design and construct impressive and massive projects, but they also have to keep the coordinates and location hidden from the rest of the server. On most servers, once the build is finished, it can be safely shown off to the community. On 2b2t, revealing a build's location can often mean its destruction. Players like JackTheRippa have defined building on 2b2t with famous monuments such as Space Valkyria. These builds not only have to be meticulously designed, but also hidden away from griefers for years at a time. JackTheRippa is an outlier compared to many other builders on the server, as most of his projects were completed solo, including Space Valkyria and all of its sequels. The scale of these projects is even more impressive when you consider that they were built on one of the most hostile servers in Minecraft. Many groups also became legendary through their building achievements. The Viking group, for example, became famous for creating Imperator's base, one of the most iconic bases in 2b2t history. While griefers and exploiters often receive the most attention, builders are responsible for creating many of the landmarks and monuments that ultimately become part of the server's history. One thing you may have noticed throughout this video is that all of the legends are from many years ago, and due to the limited documentation and fewer major events on the server, currently newer legends are very rare. Back in pre-2020, the server was thriving and content was constantly being made on the server. Nowadays, the server feels very different, and finding legendary players is extremely difficult. Fewer people actually document what is happening in the server nowadays, and the player base is fragmented into smaller groups. Because of this, large events don't spread through the community like they used to. In the past, a large grief, war, or controversy could become known by most players on the server. Today, many significant things happen on the server, but it never reaches the wider community. This means even when a player achieves something remarkable, they don't receive the same recognition from the community that older legends did, making legends much harder to find in today's day and age. Millions of people join 2b2t, but only a few of them become legends, whether that's from documentation and being a historian, or being an infamous griefer feared by the rest of the server. One thing stays common between all of the legends. They are remembered years after they quit or fall out of relevancy. In a place as chaotic as 2b2t, most players disappear from the server without a trace. But the few that don't, and instead make a difference on the server, are the true legends of 2b2t and will always be remembered by the community.